He's been dealt a very tough hand, to be honest. He's handled his business in terms of just getting better.
I've been asked to win. Right now, he's not a guy who I can say I'm going to play 38 minutes. Doesn't mean he's not a really good player. Doesn't mean he's not talented. It just means the fit, and with the roster that we have, the game is about the puzzle fitting. It's about 5 guys complementing one another, and everybody's going to be happy, whether it's the fans or the players. It's just, I got to do what I think is best.
Jonathan Kuminga has an NBA championship ring. His draft class peer, Jalen Green, doesn't. So why did Green just sign a deal worth over $35 million a year, while Kuminga is stuck in a standoff that's brought the Golden State Warriors' entire offseason to a grinding halt? How did winning a title somehow put him in a worse spot? Kuminga has flat-out rejected the Warriors' latest contract offer, and that move is creating a full-blown crisis in the Bay Area. This is the 5-minute breakdown of the Kuminga dilemma, the deep-seated trust issues pouring gasoline on the fire, and why the 22-year-old is willing to risk it all and bet on himself against a dynasty. So what's the holdup? It all comes down to a contract dispute that's about way more than money. It's about control. The Warriors slid a 2-year, $45 million deal across the table. But here's the kicker. The second year was a team option, and they demanded Kuminga waive his no-trade clause. That's basically a 1-year prove-it deal where the team holds all the cards. Kuminga's camp instantly shot it down. They don't want him to be a pawn they can trade mid-season. They want a deal that treats him like a building block. They're reportedly looking for something closer to a 3-year, $82 million contract, a number that reflects his explosive potential. For Kuminga, who has spent 4 years battling for a consistent spot in the rotation, giving up that control is a non-starter. And that's led us to this messy stare-down, where neither side is budging and the team's off-season plans are completely frozen. This whole situation became a crisis because the trust between Kuminga and the organization, particularly with coach Steve Kerr, has eroded. Kuminga has reportedly lost faith that he can reach his full potential under Kerr, who has benched him in crucial moments and kept his role in constant flux. For a young player trying to find his footing, that inconsistency feels like the team that drafted you is actively stunting your growth. It's a clear signal that he's not a priority in a system built around its aging Hall of Famers. Now, Kuminga is making a huge gamble. He is reportedly willing to accept the 1-year, $7.9 million qualifying offer. This move would give him a no-trade clause for the season and let him walk in 2026 as an unrestricted free agent, completely in charge of his own destiny. It's the ultimate bet on himself, but it's a path littered with guys who lost big. We've seen players like Nerlens Noel and Dennis Schroeder turn down massive extensions, bet on themselves, and lose tens of millions. Kuminga is risking financial security for a shot at freedom, and reports suggest he truly wants a fresh start. So where does this leave the Warriors and what's left of Steph Curry's championship window? Before we get into the fallout, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more NBA breakdowns. The Warriors are now completely backed into a corner with 2 terrible options. They can let Kuminga play on the qualifying offer and risk losing him for absolutely nothing next summer, a disaster for an asset they spent a lottery pick on. Or they can try to find a sign-and-trade partner. Teams like the Phoenix Suns and Sacramento Kings have already shown serious interest, with offers reportedly getting close to 4 years and $90 million. But the Warriors have turned those offers down, holding out for a massive haul that includes high-value players and unprotected first-round picks. Assets those teams just aren't willing to part with. They don't want to just give Kuminga away. This stalemate means the Warriors are stuck. They can't make other key moves to sign veteran help because Kuminga's contract is holding up their entire financial structure. Conclusion: the Kuminga dilemma isn't a simple negotiation anymore. It's a crisis of trust, control, and 2 conflicting timelines. Kuminga wants the freedom and the role to become a star, while the Warriors need a role player who fits their win-now agenda. Every day that this drags on, the Warriors risk fumbling a valuable young player for nothing and damaging their shot at one last title run with Steph Curry. The situation is messy, the stakes are sky high, and there's no easy way out. So I have to ask you, who's right in this standoff? Is Kuminga making a smart bet on his future, or is he fumbling a golden opportunity? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.